Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you'd like to be updated to the content that we're producing, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button on our channel. You can follow us also on Twitter at FXS Crypto, myself at Just Analysis 1, and Akash at Mung0. Taking a look here at Ripple, Ripple's really kind of showing a lot of the same things that we see across the board on the weekly charts. So the last three charts that we looked at, including Ripple here, Bitcoin and Ethereum, were both halted up against the Kijun Sen on their charts. And Ripple's the same way. XRP got close to that 95-cent range, and that's exactly where it found selling pressure. And a pretty good amount of selling pressure. You saw Thursday's drop was almost 10% down, but it settled around with a roughly 5% drop. But overall, it's still in an ideal bullish Ichimoku breakout. The structure is still bullish here. There's clear hidden bullish divergence that's present. It just hit oversold and immediately bounced off of oversold in the relative strength index on the daily chart. So Ripple here still looks really good for some continued movement higher. As far as downside risks are concerned going into the weekend until we visit again on Tuesday, they could be as low as 73 cents. That's the bottom of the Ichimoku Cloud Senko Span B. And upside potential probably limited to that 95-cent level. If it can keep crunching higher and higher and get close to, the 93 to 94 cent range, that would definitely, open up the next week very strongly, but we'll have to see what happens. There's a lot of iffy things going on. But yeah, overall, Ripple looks pretty good to keep continuing higher, a little bit of a pullback. Totally normal. Thought we might see that earlier this week, but ends April on a sour note. But still, I think it's still up for the month, or not for March, didn't it? Yeah, March opened up. Weekly, monthly. Yeah, it still closed the month of March higher. Not by much, but it still did. So that's good. But in April, in general, for cryptos is generally a pretty bullish to neutral month, more bullish than it is neutral. And on the months that, in the years that April has not been bullish or neutral, when it's been negative, it hasn't exceeded, I don't think it's exceeded 2%. So just something to look out for here for the month of April. I'll leave it there. And we'll look at it again next week. Thank you all for watching. No, we're not going yet. I'm going to pass it off to Akash because he can tell us what he sees.
Thank you, John. So for XRP, right, unlike a lot of altcoins, XRP suffered a lot due to yesterday's crash. And as you can see here on the 4-hour chart, there is quite a bit of a fair value gap present here for XRP from 0.86 to 0.83. Right, so I believe the reversal is going to be swift, causing the altcoin to move back to roughly 0.86. Right, so that's what I'm expecting from XRP. We might get a little bit of trouble around 0.85, but I think eventually we're going to retest this, use 0.85 as a support level, and consolidate here. Right? If you were to look at this from a trading perspective, even if you take profits at roughly 0.85, it would be a 1.48 trade. And if you push it up to 0.86, you could be looking at a 2.2 hour trade. Although the percentage isn't quite a lot, this is a good scalp setup that I see here for XRP. From a higher time frame perspective, right, the targets remain unchanged. The first target was 0.85. We already retested the 0.85. Even went extremely close to retesting the second target here at 0.91, but XRP kind of failed, and the gains were kind of undead, leading to consolidation and finally a reversal. Right, so going forward, right, I still believe 0.85 to be a really good support level once we claim it. So yeah, 0.91 is the first support level beyond the first target, beyond which we have the $1 psychological level as well. So yeah, these targets remain unchanged. Upside capped at $1, 1.03 even. As for the downside, we have the 0.76 level here. Breaching this would produce a lower low after, if you look at the price action since the breakout. Right? So that is a no-go. I don't want to see that happen. And that would kind of invalidate my bullishness on XRP, right? In which case, the price is probably bound to head down to the H4 demand zone here, ranging from 0.68 to 0.70. So this is where I believe the downside for XRP is capped, right? Even just speculating, right? The downside for XRP is pretty good. It's packed with a lot of support levels. Beyond the H4, we have the H12 demand zone, which is obviously, it extends quite a bit from 0.54 to 0.63. So no worries for XRP as for the downside. And the upside is again capped at $1. So that's my analysis for XRP.
Thank you, Akash. And thank you everybody else for watching. Please don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel with that subscribe button and on Twitter at FXS Crypto. And don't forget to like and comment. Thank you.